We're running out of things to say on our broadcast. The run that Nelson Cruz is on just continues, and another level tonight. What are you seeing?
More of the same. I mean, more of, it's Nelson Cruz. And, twice a day we get together as a group and talk about him and all of the things that he's doing. He's a very special guy. He's a very special player. He's a very special part of this team. So I think what we're seeing right now is something you might watch baseball for a very, very long time and not see another run at the plate like he's having right now. That's, it's moment after moment of, impacting the baseball and driving it out of the ballpark and doing it with a big smile on his face. And it's been pretty cool.
As a group, Danny Duffy's been tough on this team, especially in this ballpark. What was different tonight?
Well, I don't know what was different because I don't know the history there, and I don't know exactly how he's pitched, previously, in years past. But, again, our guys started out with Nelly, doing his thing, but the rest of our guys had really good at-bats as well. It comes down to getting good pitches to hit, being ready, not going up there with any sort of, guessing mindset, but just being prepared for every pitch anybody throws and, putting a good swing on it. It's, our guys do simplify things really well. I think that's what a lot of the good guys do, a lot of what the good hitters do, and our guys are pretty solid at it.
What'd you see from Kyle Gibson tonight?
Gibby had it all going, and he was doing it, a little bit under the weather. Makes it even, a little more impressive. But he looked great, threw the ball well, even early when things, a couple little things happening here and there. I still thought he looked really good. He carried it. He carried his stuff throughout the start. His command was very good. When he lives in the strike zone and he's really commanding his stuff, he's really tough. And as the season's played out, you start to hear, there are some accolades that are following him too. He's putting together a really nice year. But that being said, we get to watch it live on the field, and it looked really good tonight.
In those twice daily meetings that you guys have, what do you guys even come up with to say about Cruz at this point?
Well, my vocabulary is not good enough to really, do the guy justice. And he continues to impress even us. And we get to see a lot of, really interesting and exceptional performances in this game. If you're around long enough, you see a lot of impressive things. But what we're watching right now is something that, the likes of it, I don't know. I haven't seen anything like it before. So I don't think anybody else has either. But again, are we surprised that we're seeing it from him? Absolutely not, because that's just what he does. He continues to go out there and produce at levels that, nobody else does.
Did it cross your mind at all today that he was maybe 10 or 20 feet away from doing what he did yesterday?
Yeah, and he did it like last week too. So, yeah, and we did talk about it briefly. When you're out there and living it and experiencing it and also doing, other things as well during the game, you don't stop too often to admire things. It's really hard to do, but this is something that you definitely take the time to admire.
C.J. Crone talked about how much better he felt this time. We talked to you a few hours ago. Living proof tonight with the way he was swinging the bat in your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, that was the goal, to make sure that we were able to get him comfortable, feeling good, and along with that, feeling confident when he goes up there to have his at-bats. He was out there trying to battle it out, and he was dealing with things. That's not fun, and that's really hard to do at the big league level. So, we just wanted to let him get right. He looks right. He had some good swings. And generally, you can look at people in the face and see how they're feeling. He had a big smile on his face throughout most of the day and was basically making fun of everybody around him, that's him, so we know he's feeling great.
Rocco, almost forgotten all this is the home run that Polanco hit. The second time in 2 nights that he's gotten a really good one on an inside pitch that a lot of guys couldn't have gotten to and kept it fair. How is he able to do that?
He does some pretty unique things with the bat from both sides of the plate. We see him, even left-handed do the little magic wand thing where he's kind of running out of the box and he kind of slows his hands down and, just kind of waves at the ball. And he has a lot of little tricks. He's a really talented guy. Again, that was a you know, we're talking about Nelly as we should right now. But also that was a big swing tonight and something that really turned the game in our favor. And Polo's done that all year long.